What I'm going to show you now is few tables, part of a long documentary which we are going to do on the codes. Basically, what you see here is really, we can say, the example of what we are going to see. So, what is coming here once in the Torah, full writing of Sofen Messianic code. Clearly proves in many places, the Vilna Gaon, his pupil brings it, that this is part of the era of Messiah, discoveries, Matya, codes to do with letters in the Torah. So what you have here is amazing. You have here those who are mainly working on the codes, which is Rips, minimally in the Old Torah. It is unbelievable. Yeah? What you see here is Rips Elia, yeah? Then parallel code, because this is the main idea, the codes. Then you have Doron Vitzum, with whom he was working really with Professor Rips, when they heard from Rabbi Yaniv about the phenomenon of the codes, which Rabbi Weissmandel brought in his book Torat Chemed. Then what we have in also parallel, which is also very significant, you have parallel to the code skip, because letter skip, this is the idea of it. Then you have Zo Emunah, because this is the main purpose of the code, to strengthen our faith in God, in the Torah that we got from Sinai. In fact, you have interesting the verse which comes here, which is the Lord commanded Moses on Mount of Sinai. And we know that all the secrets of the Torah were also given on Sinai. So this is really the one of many Bible codes that we are going to bring connected with the codes. So I will show you other two which are important, as you will see, and the many, many others that we hope to bring with a long documentary on the codes. What you see here is also an amazing phenomena. It comes in one book, Genesis, and few chapters. You have here, from the top, from the bottom to the top, Kvod Torah, the honor of the Torah, once in the Torah, next to the word Akodim, you can see in black, Akodim, the codes, best meetings of definitely the honor of the Torah, and also interesting, Hakodim. What is also interesting and important, you have the dates, really, when the research of the code started with Professor Rips and Doron Vitzum, which was 5736 years after creation, and 1976. This is when they heard from Rabbi Shmuel Yaniv about Rabbi Weissmandel's finding. Then, what is amazing in this table, that you have twice the appearance of son of Jesse, Ben Ishai, and very small one, Ben Ishai, and again Ben Ishai, which is clearly indicates what we have a lot of proofs that the codes are messianic codes, as we said, written by the Vilna Gaon, the pupils in Kolator, that part of the things will be revealed fully, a lot of them will be before the time of Messiah, and this is what is happening. You see the codes and many others, Gematrias and so on. So this is also another table from the documents that we are going to have, Mirza Hashem, to do with the importance of the codes, bring the honor of the Torah. We know it is very famous verse in Isaiah 43:7, which says, God said, Lichvoti brati v'sarti v'afasitim. Basically, I did the world for my honor. I created him, I formed him, I did it against the four verse. We are going to explain all in this documentary, but the honor of God is the purpose of the creation, to show the greatness of God, to give the honor of God. לכבודי בריאתי, creating for, and no doubt that the cause, if one really follow it properly, you can clearly see, this is a clear proof that it rise from heaven. Great honor to God, that everything which is going on in the Torah, the blueprints of creation. So, another interesting table. There is another one. And this is basically the same thing. Also, we have here quote the honor of the Torah, and also the codes, the kodim, but additional interesting verse you have. The first thing you have emunah, because the purpose of the code is to strengthen our faith in God in the Torah. And then you have here the year 5772, which in fact we started with Professor Rips, with Richard Shaw to prepare documentaries. This is the year when we met him, 5772, 2012. Now what more we have in this table? You have amazing meeting of Hamada, the science, I think might be even the smallest key, but Hamada, the science with Kabbalah. Yeah, it's good meetings. Yeah. So this problem is a problem of Dr. Rothenberg. He said if it's minimal, good meetings, in one book, exactly what we have in these tables. So we have Kabbalah and science, so clearly show the connection with the codes and science. Definitely, how it works with science. Now, amazingly, you have here Professor Aralik, name coming, Aralik. Yeah, Robert Aralik, we have his name in other place, Reuben. But amazing come Aralik, because he's exactly this one who show the connection between science, being a great scientist, and also Kabbalist. He knows a lot in Kabbalah, no doubt. So amazingly, how we can see so clearly what the codes are. That the codes are really clear connection between the science, Hamada, and Kabbalah, and to strengthen our faith in God. And this is the year 5772, basic 2012, that we started preparing the document, End of Darkness, later on. So another interesting table from the documentary. Now there is another which I'm going to show you. And this is unbelievable one that you are going to see just now. It is so interesting how it came out. In fact, Professor Rips looked in the beginning to find in the Torah the word Cheker Kodim, the research of the codes. This is what he wanted to know. Researching God, or researches God. Then when he follows the same skip, you see, unbelievable. Comes a recension, Mi shechakar kodim, he who researches codes, merits, unbelievable, great merit. In fact, if you follow the previous YouTube I did, the letters of Rabbi Fisher, Jan Haberbach, a great merit for those who really distribute and show the truth of the codes. And amazingly, you have here also connection to the codes with Kabbalah, very small scale of Kabbalah, and Messiah, because it's a preparation for Messiah. This is, by the way, you have the word soften here. Also you have here, or Asod is the light of the secret, because it clearly shows it also has to do with the hidden light. And here also you have the year when it started. It means altogether, amazing and very significant table, as we said, and show us the importance of the Bible, because the great merit of people who are obeying it, Yeah, but the Satan is strong, and sometimes it disturbs people to do it, but the main purpose of creation is Lechvodi B'Ativ. I created the world for my honor. The people respect, we see my greatness. Definitely a result will be have faith in God, believe in God, we'll pray, we'll keep all the Torah. But it's unbelievable that we see all these tables. But will be many, many more that we'll have in this documentary. So very interesting and important tables that we saw just now, and also very significant one, no doubt.